Hello everyone, we're going to show you in this video how to replace an axle from a Phoenix pedicab. We're going to focus this time on the electric assisted pedicab, which is this one, which is slightly different from a pedal version pedicab. Basically this is the axle that we're going to replace, and this is the parts where it's taking the bearings and the locks. We're gonna show you how to dismantle all these parts, but let's begin with the tools that we need to do this job. We need to have 24 wrench. We need to have a hammer. We are going to use 8mm drill. We're gonna use number 4 and number 3 and number 4 Allen key, and we're gonna take a tool bar and a tray to put our parts and don't lose them. So the first part that we're going to do is we're going to remove the wheel, and so we're going to use the wrench. We're just going to insert, and then we're just going to move the nut which is inside. We start with the tool, then we just put it on the side. Let's check if there's any washer inside. We don't want to lose them. We can just take them when we take the wheel out. Now we're going to continue taking the brake out. We use number 5mm Allen key. We'll just take one by one. We are going to take first the one which is on top. We start with the tool, and then we continue with our hands. Because there are some washers inside, we want to make sure we don't lose them, so we just keep them with our fingers, making sure they're not just going to the floor, but we just keep them on a safe place. So we just put them together, and then we'll put them on the side, and then we'll do the other one. We do exactly the same operation. Okay, until we take the brake caliper out. We just put it on the side, as we don't want to get them damaged. And then the washers, we'll put them inside the screw so we don't lose them, because we're going to use them later at the end. Okay, next step is to remove the locks. Basically, we bring the tray, we'll just put it here, we put everything in our tray. We're going to start taking out the locks for the bearings. The locks for the bearings, to take it out using the number 3. Okay. On the multi-tool, we're gonna take out 4 of them, oops, and just put it here. 1, there should be another one here. And now we continue with the other bearing, which has also 2 locks. Okay, now we are going to take out the main locks of the axle, which are held with number 4mm. So we just make sure we take them all the way out. We'll just keep it in a safe place. We do exactly the same thing with the other one. Then we'll keep them here. The left axle on the rider side has also this part which is connected to the chain. This one goes with number 5 or 6. Let me try with number. No, it's 6 mil. Which is this one. We also need to take out this bolt, which is actually fixing the plate. Right, we just leave it here. We check there's another one, there's another one. Right, okay. So this part should be free. Locks are also free. As you can see, you can move the locks left to the right. And at this stage, the axle should be ready to be taken out. So we'll start taking the wheel. So we have the wheel and the nut. We just leave it in the same place. And we're going to use the lever to take out. So we'll start trying to insert this one on the side, maybe on the top part. We have some space here. When we get up to this point, it's a little bit harder to make some levers, so we use the other side. We just put it like this, and then we push it out. We just push it out. Okay, so now we're just taking out the axle. We make sure that we take this part next to the chain, and then we start pulling out the axle all the way out. All the way out. We take the locks. We don't want to lose the locks, so we just leave them here. If we need to get a hand, until all the way out. So basically, this is the axle that we wanted to take out. Now when we inserted back the axle, we need to make some points. We need to drill at some 2 points, so we can actually put the locks. The mechanism, how it works, is basically we insert the lock, we align the hole with the hole of the lock, and then we insert insert this nut inside, sorry, the screw inside. We'll just put it inside all the way in. So when we actually, I'm just gonna make a quick demonstration using number, I think it's number 5, number 4. Once we have tight it up, it's properly locked, it won't go anywhere. So this is the way how it actually works. When you just pick it up, then you can just easily take out. So now we're just getting ready to insert the axle back, the new axle, sorry. Okay, now we are ready to insert the new axle. So what we do is just we take the outer part, we just insert it through the bearing, we insert the axle. If it gets a little bit complicated, we can get some help with the hammer. We'll just put it all the way in. Before we go all the way in, we need to insert the locks, lock number 1 and lock number 2. And then we start going all the way in. Once we get into this part, Then we have to push a little bit inside, and then we leave about 2 to 3 mil of this metal part outside. This is how you know. In this part inside, you need to, here, you need to leave a little gap, not too much, about 3 to 4 millimeters, so it will be in good position. So at this point we start looking. We need to axle different parts, different components. The first thing that we need to do is we need to use the bearing locks, the tiny ones, the ones that you use with number 3. So you choose the Allen key number 3, go in there.